Today, I'm going to cover something that I think is really important. And it's going to be a long story to tell, so this video could turn out to be kind of long. That's okay, though. It's a big deal. But the fact is that our friends at Golden, who may be one of the last companies in America that actually gives a shot at anything, our friends at Golden care. I don't know why or how. I'm thinking of having the Center for Disease Control look into it. But somehow these poor, misguided individuals actually care about their customers. They care about something other than just making a quick buck. They want to do something right. And one of the things that they've done just within the last week is they've created a paint mixer app that replaces their old paint mixer app. And the new paint mixer app is truly a wonder to behold. Professionals do not like to get jerked around. They like the tools that are offered to them to actually work. And here's the difference between this paint mixer and anything else I've ever seen. You'll notice here the palette says heavy body. That's their heavy body acrylic paint. But you can make a palette. You can create a palette out of any set of paints that they have, that you may own. In other words, I have taken these 5 paints, black, yellow, white, red, and blue, and I've made a palette consisting of just those 5 colors. I'm going to select that palette right now. I call it So Flat. Right now, when I'm making this video, they have not yet created a palette consisting of So Flat paints. The good news about that is that I sent them an inquiry. I asked them about it. I said, this is a little awkward because I'm going to be talking about this on YouTube. I'd like to get your input. They sent me a reply the next day, a thoughtful reply. It wasn't just a robot. An actual dude sent me an actual answer. And it was a thoughtful answer, but what they had to say was that they just hadn't gotten to it yet. That's cool. These colors that I use, and I'm going to click on View Palette here, these are the same pigments that I have in my So Flat bottles. But the pigments are actually representative of, in Golden's app, these are heavy body acrylic paints come in a tube. I'm going to use the formulas generated for those using my So Flat paints. Now, basically, how does this work? Well, here is the infinity of all the colors in the universe. And I'm going to put one here. I'm going to say match it. There it is. 8 parts cadmium yellow, primrose. 1 part ultramarine blue. Bam, we get that color. Well, that's nothing new. That's nothing different from any other paint mixing color scheme in the history of the world. But we're not done yet. This is a nice picture. It's got a lot of nice colors on it. This is from an Edward instruction sheet that I got from their website. It's for their Spitfire. I'm going to match a color from this color drawing. Check it out. First thing I've got to do is I've got to select the color and then I click match. 17 parts cadmium yellow primrose, 4 parts titanium white, 3 parts naphthol red, 1 part carbon black. That's it. Now, do I know for a fact that this is going to give me RAF dark earth? No, because I haven't done it yet. But what I've done today is I've decided to save a little time. And yeah, it's unusual for me. I got one of these bottles. You can get these bottles at Hobby Lobby. You know, I think you can also get them at Michael's. Here's a bottle that contains approximately 17 drops. Or maybe I doubled that. What did I do? Got to check my notes. Check notes. Da, 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 da. No, actually, I tripled it. So 17 drops isn't that much. I learned that the hard way. I have my notes right here. Okay. How many drops of yellow? There are 51 drops of yellow in here. Now, how did I get the drops? Did I use my friend, the eyedropper? Mm-hmm. No. I took a stick and I stuck it in the paint and I got some paint on it and then I moved it over to the bottle and it dripped in there. This is what we call chimpanzee, aka Stone Age technology. Dip, drip, dip, drip. You do that 51 times, you get this right here. Now, why 51 drops? Well, because 3 times 17, hang on. 3 times 17 here is 51. So everything else got to be multiplied by 3. Okay? You got your 12 drops of white. You're going to have 9 drops of red and 3 drops of black. I'm going to mix this from this formula. I'm going to mix this. And there are all kinds of cool things you can do here. But under no circumstances does anything involved here tell you what to do. You're the artist. You're the professional. You're the intelligent adult. You're the one who makes the decisions. If you have 5 colors from Golden's So Flat color line, those are the colors you get for your mixing. It's just that simple. Now I'm going to introduce something here, which we will call, for want of a better word, a product placement. This is Golden's Primary Colors 6 matte acrylics. I'm not sure if it's called pop. I don't know what pop means. Yeah, it's called pop. I'm going to put a link in the description to this particular item because this is what I've used. I have a couple of these. Hey folks, voiceover Dan here. I have to interrupt at this point because regular live Dan was not getting the full picture. If you go over to Amazon following my handy affiliate link below, you will find that this paint is selling for about $6 a bottle. $6 for 2 ounces. That's less than half of what you pay for hobby paint. Now, let that sink in. I'm not gonna completely sleaze out here and say something like, now what would you pay? But now what would you pay? You'd pay half. Less than half, that's what you'd pay. So VoiceOver Dan just wants to make sure you understand that. There's our 51 drops of yellow. It's going to turn this, my friends. You're going to see a magic trick. Right now, I'm going to turn this into dark earth. We're going to do it. Check it out. Okay. We've got our yellow in there. We're going to put in 12 drops of titanium white. Why? Because the mixer tells us to do it. That's why. I don't know. I just follow the mixer. This is going in a direction that I wouldn't really think of. But mixing paint, yeah, it's tedious. It's a pain. I happen to like it. But this cuts the time involved to such an extent that instead of spending all day, you're basically going to be mixing paint. Total time, maybe 30 minutes, maybe less, maybe 15 minutes, maybe just 1 minute. It's all about how fast you happen to work. And these formulas are a cinch. Get 51 drops of yellow. Let's put 12 drops of white in there, okay? We're using the Stone Age technology. Check it out. Got 12 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's close enough. Now, I'm not being super precise because my Stone Age technology just isn't that precise. But we're going to mix this up. It's going to give us even a paler yellow. Paler yellow. Okay? Okay. 9 drops of red, bro. Doing the whole thing. Stone Age technology. First time I've ever mixed this. We're going to see what happens. Let's see what happens. Happy, happy little paints. 9 drops. Oh, we're definitely speeding up the video now here. All right. We're going to make a nice orange out of this, I think. It's going to be crazy orange. Now, RAF Dark Earth is a notoriously difficult paint to mix. Why? Because I said so. It's very difficult to mix. It looks different under different lighting. It's crazy difficult. You can mix some paint that matches perfectly under one lighting, incandescent lighting, and then you go under fluorescent lighting. It's different. Very difficult. Having a guide like this thing from Golden is really important. And what we've got here is a nice bright orange. I'm going to put in 3 drops of black and then let the magic happen. Now, if this doesn't work, I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on there just to show you that it didn't work. Because if it doesn't work, I'm going to be pretty upset. But I'm not going to, try to hide it. I'm not bowing. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops of black. I'm not winging it. I'm not faking it. Cameras in the way, stuff in the way, gear, equipment, blah. Not sure about this. Let's do it. Let's mix this up and see if we have, in fact, gotten ourselves a color like RAF Dark Earth. I have not done this previously. What did I do? Did I just make RAF Dark Earth, or didn't I? You are the audience. You decide. Well, Dark Earth. What I'm going to do to this right now is put a little jolt of Windex in it so that it won't be so incredibly thick. Now, how do I know how to thin paint? Well, I kind of figure what I got in there, and I kind of look at this, and I go, oh, that's about right. There we go. You can't go that far wrong. anything you do is likely to be okay. Damn it. I'm just trying to scrub this pigments off the walls here. Yeah. Here's our dark earth. Son of a gun. Here's our dark earth, such as it is. This will work. You can mix these colors. If it looks right to you, if it doesn't look right to you, you can add some colors. This, that, and the other. I'm going to put a lid on this. And I'm going to paint the lid. There. Is it perfect? No, of course not. It does give you a ballpark from which to begin your color mixing. Do you think it's a little too yellow? Do you think it's a little too red? Do you think it's not dark enough or too light? You can add things. But you're going to end up with a color that's reasonably close to what you want. Very happy to have been able to make this video and show you how this works. I hope that we're going to continue. So we'll see you next time.